don't know that we really understand. Throughout the whole school day, teachers are charged with the presence of our children from when they walk in the door till when they leave. And they really get those kids. And they do everything they can to bring those kids to where they're supposed to be, to the next level, to get their learning targets to the best of their ability with the resources they have. And I've always been really pleased with that.
All the great teachers I've had have been, of course, very enthusiastic, and every day they just seem really excited to teach us and to be around us, not only because we're their students, but because they take an interest in us as people, and I think that's very valuable.
I think it'd be really fun to be an NBA basketball player. That's what I would like to be, but you know, we're not all going to be NBA basketball players. So I'd like to be a businessman, probably in finance.
I like Miss Franklin because she has a lot of frog stuffed animals, and we could sing a lot of poems and stuff.
And I like Mrs. Millsap because anytime it was read aloud, she would let us have some pillows to lie down on the floor. And because there was a leprechaun that she said was living in a crack in the ceiling.
Well, my favorite teacher is Mrs. Millsap because she's really nice and she makes learning fun because she explains it well and she turns it into some kind of game, and we get points for being good.
It's important to do business in a community that values education. It's great to be able to have other businesses around you to really assist the children and to be able to develop the skills for them to become leaders in our own community. Teachers are truly heroes. They're wonderful people and they go that extra mile, and I've experienced so many great teachers in my life that I'm very blessed to be where I'm at today.
My education on Mercer Island is really how I got interested in what I've spent most of my life doing, which is public service. And it started with people like Joe DePron and Milt Yannix, who were my two favorite teachers in both junior high and high school. And they got me thinking about what it means to be in government, what it means to be in public service, and what it means to make a community a better place to live.
One of my favorite teachers was my 10th grade teacher, who was Mr. Twombly, who is just incredible. And he just has these ideas that blow your mind. And I know as a sophomore, I didn't really know where I was going. It's kind of the middle of the high school experience. But having Mr. Twombly it just made me want to learn, and it made me really want to come to school every day. And one of my favorite assignments was we had to read a nonfiction book, and so I chose The Omnivore's Dilemma by Michael Pollan, and that led to my culminating project in the 12th grade, which was all about food and eating naturally. And so once I had this great passion for organic and local eating, I wanted to bring that back to the 4th graders, where I had originally learned about nutrition in the 4th grade. And so I came back to my original classroom with Mrs. Stipes, my teacher, and we put together a project to bring vendors from the market into the classroom to talk about nutritious eating, and to go the full circle and bring my passion that I had gotten from a teacher at the high school and try and impart some of that into the elementary school students. That was really cool.
When I was in 3rd grade, I didn't really like reading that much. Reading wasn't really like one of my things that I loved to do, or it wasn't a thing that I was very good at. Then Miss Sandstrom helped me a lot with my reading fluency and loved to learn how to read. And so much I read my first full chapter book. And now I'm a good reader. I love to read books. My fluency is good. I just like to read.
Two amazing teachers I've had are Mrs. Shagney, who taught me in 6th grade for language arts and social studies, and Mrs. Van Orden, who has taught me last year for science as well as this year. A school day that stands in my mind from over a year ago was when Mrs. Van Orden asked us the question, why do whales have legs? And all she gave us was a tub of water, a couple of plastic gloves, and a thermometer. And we were then to find out how evolution caused whales to lose their legs.
I actually asked one of my sons the other day, and he loved his 1st grade teacher, Joanna Franklin. She was at Island Park at the time, and I said, what did you like about her? And he said, you know, she really made things fun. She was really strict though. It was funny how it came out that way. She had expectations for them as 1st graders, but it really came through as something that he also wanted to perform for her because she set really clear guidelines. My other son, my oldest, his favorite teacher in the district actually was a retiree hire who kept coming back, Mr. Shoemaker. He had been here forever, and he liked him a lot, and I think the main reason, and he talks about him still, was that he also made learning fun. And David, you know, he really needed somebody that understood him, and he had such an easy approach to learning. He really made them feel like even if they weren't quite there yet, they'll get there. It's going to take some time, but you're going to get there. Don't worry about it.
I definitely don't think that I would be the person I am if not for great teachers. I don't think I would take an interest in knowledge or even pursuing higher education, because the way that these teachers have presented learning to me with such zeal and enthusiasm really spreads.
I like a lot of my subjects that I do, and when you like all the subjects and you have fun, you'll be able to get better, learn them better, and just be successful in life.
Well, when I went to Mercer Island High School, we had 5 foreign languages, and today there are 2. And the difference between the 2 is the decision that was made in the 1970s for how we would fund education. And while it's equalized funding around the state, it has reduced the amount of opportunity and the different choices that Mercer Island kids get at our school. So it's absolutely critical that the state fund education at a level that makes us a world-class system, a world-class education for world-class people to be world-class in our economy. It's important for us on Mercer Island to do more because we expect more of our kids, and we expect our kids to be able to have more choices, just as they did back when I was going to school and not like when my kids went to school.
Right now, the world is changing so quickly, and with our global vision that we have as a district, we need to be able to bring our kids to the next level. You know, it's for their future, and it's important, and we need to support it because right now, the funds aren't going to be coming in to help us do that. So as a community, we need to do it ourselves.